Lesson number 2. So today we're going to build off of the vertical and the horizontal lines. And so what I want us to start understanding is that the pencil, your charcoal, whatever your tool is not just an extension of your wrist, your elbow, and your shoulder, but an extension of your mind. In 1300, the Pope wanted some murals made for the church in Assisi, and he sent an emissary to Giotto to get his sketches to see if he wanted to get the job. What Giotto did was he took a brush and red paint and drew a perfect circle. He didn't do it like you see now on the internet where people stand back and pivot from their shoulders. Doing that is not so hard, pivoting from your shoulder. What Giotto did was he bound his arm in and just used his wrist. Incredibly hard. What we're going to build on today is using line, and we're going to use an egg to look at and to understand how line can actually morph into space. So what I want you to first do is just bisect your page, draw a line as close to the edge as you can just to really feel, so that we're always feeling our page, so that you get comfortable in understanding where your page is. Then I want you to do is to look at this egg form and first maybe just run your finger around it. Really see what the shape is, where it undulates, where it goes out. And then we're going to use our hand as an extension of our eye. And we're going to just start to try to draw whatever that shape is. Practice holding your pencil in different ways. See if you can just make one straight line. Don't pick your pencil up. How can you roll your wrist? What can happen? It's going to be hard. You can hold it different ways. See what happens if you're close, if you're resting your hand on the paper. See what happens if you're standing back and trying to finesse it. You're going to wind up with a page that doesn't look like anything but a mess of ovals, okay? But you'll slowly start to hopefully see that what your eye is moving, your hand moves in the same motion, okay? So it becomes one thing. There's no difference. Okay, then how do we take that and make it into form? So again, if I was looking at this, if I just do this and I make one line, we don't know what that is. That could be an oval, it could be a window, it could be a UFO, it could just be whatever. We understand symbols through drawing, over centuries. So we know if someone does that, we understand that as shadow. We also understand cross-hatching as making shadow. But what I want to show you is something like the great artist Utamaro could do with line. Is just, if I take this egg, and rather than, and still in one sweep, if I take it and go looking at it, if I just actually use different pressure, if I use different thickness of line, we start to understand heaviness is gravity, heaviness as where light can be casting a shadow. Also, if you allow, say, the line to open up in a place, what's on the paper here, you saw that this was isolated on the page, right? It's totally separate, no relationship. But this, all of a sudden, you feel that this air and this light is coming in there like filling a balloon. So really practice spinning your hand. Think about Giotto. Think about how can you move your wrist? What can you be doing? And then when you actually do this for a long time, then start to see, okay, I want to draw the perfect egg. And just all within one line. And then maybe it's going to be easier the bigger you get, but just see what you can do. Okay? Let's do one more. Okay. Okay, there you go. Right? We understand light filling it, shadow. It has some weight, it has some density. If you hard boil your egg, you got dinner. Okay, be nice to people, stay well, and be safe. And I'll see you in a couple of days. Thank you.